There we go. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the peeps from the cult, I welcome you in Amateur League Tournament, weekly tournament number 154, and we, I believe, are looking at, I think these are semi-finals now. Yeah, there is double elimination bracket. I'm waiting in finals, and these guys are playing in semi-finals, and who wins goes and play against me. And we are looking at the main base of the void, TheAnswer, also known as Nulie. And he's playing Terran pieces in the blue color here on top left corner on the Ruby Rock ladder edition, and he is playing against clafoutoss. Gestro? I think that's the community name. Well, the toss, I will call him the toss, is playing the protoss in the teal or light blue colors here on the right bottom corner on the same map. Yeah, they are they have matched. There is a rank trophy here. Yeah, the tournament trophy. So this is force to be reckoned with. I believe Nulie is like kind of somewhere has peaked to the diamond ones or whatever. Meanwhile, the toss player is like diamond 2 mostly. Anyways, the opening is a little bit weird, I would say. There is a pylon and gateway in the main base, so is the Nexus and then Cyber Core. There is a probe scouting it out for proxies already. Meanwhile, on the other side, TheAnswer is going for supply depot into barracks, into command center, into supply depot number 2, into factory. That is the opening with a Reaper over here. Running around also checking for maybe possible flowers like proxy, I don't know. Well, there is pylon number 2 and there is a Stalker being chrono boosted, and Wargate research has started, and pylon number 3 is going on the bottom ground. The answer or Nulie in this situation is building barracks on the bottom ground. He's going for Marine as a follow-up unit, and he's building a reactor for his barracks. Meanwhile, on the opposite side, the tech building is Twilight Council. The Stalker and there is Sentry. The Stalker was placed expecting a Reaper. Unfortunately, expectations were not really fulfilled, or they were. The probes are being pulled to try to hunt down the Reaper, but the Reaper is slippery, and he knows the answer. Just use soap, a lot of it. Anyways, the Sentry did get the energy from the Nexus and did make Hallucinated Phoenix to scout out the opposing side of the map, where he found that and still is seeing that there is a bunker, there is Marines being made out of the reactor barracks, and there is a factory and starport as the third building. Actually, there is one Hellion and a Reaper also joining in. The natural for the Protoss player is getting filled up with a 1 Robobay and double gateways. Yeah, this is best of 3. I just thought, side thought, suddenly did I mark it down, and yes it is. And the charge upgrade is actually being researched right now, and it's halfway done and being holo boosted. I think this probe is going for the third. It looks like Immortal, so there's gonna be pack of units, I believe, able to defend any initial pushes from the Terran player. Meanwhile, the factory has produced 2 mines, and the Medivac was produced out of the starport first, so those units came out, 2 mines and Medivac, and they are going for a little mine drop right now. Meanwhile, factory and starport is getting tech labs. There is barracks. I believe those barracks will be changing for the tech labs. There is Liberator coming and Siege Tank. Here comes the aggression with a Hellion and Reaper to poke in and see what's the situation over here. They found out that there are double Stalker and Immortal. There is Sentry, and the Medivac can obviously try to go and dive in. I think they are trying to bait out if there is a blink or not here for this for these Stalkers. So if it's safe to drop. Well, they distract now, and they are dropping the mines. The mines have been dropped. The probes have been split, but not much success. Both of the mines are evacuated. It was 8 probe kills. And this medivac will pin down probably some stalkers over here for a while. Meanwhile, we have a second siege tank rolling out. We have +1 upgrade. We have steam upgrade from the barracks. We have reactor building, and we have 3 more barracks coming up. So that's 5 racks. Yeah, the factory is now flying to get reactor on itself, and there is engineering bay number 2. So it might be some kind of steam pack push here from the steam pack Marine Marauder siege tank push here from the Terran player. Meanwhile, the Protoss player has resaturated his natural almost and is working on saturating the third base. And there are a couple of gateways joining in. The Liberator we saw building is coming into the main base and slowing down the mining. And the stalkers are joining in. There is no blink in the nearby area. So basically Liberator is free to roam around and not to worry that the stalkers might blink on it, but these stalkers will definitely try to snipe it down, and they will successfully do so. That was a 1-to-1 trade. Lost 1 probe on the way. Double shield batteries over here in expectation of the aggression. Meanwhile, yeah, Terran is going for +1 armor and +2 attacks, and here comes a little bit push forward. I think that is only to secure the third, or not? No, that's gonna be a pushy. Yeah, there is 1 medivac here which has low HP. Double mines are being dropped. The Terran player is thinking about pushing. Well, the army supply is in favor of Terran. The upgrades are in favor of Terran. The sentry gets hallucinated Phoenix, basically finds out the situation. And there is big warping of the charge lots. That might distract the siege tanks. Really good jump there, but unfortunately the Protoss player loses all of them to the mine, which was well placed next to the siege tank, and all of the army has gone down. Basically, GG is called. Yeah, TheAnswer takes the game number 1 in really quick fashion. Anyways, welcome back to the game number 2 in this best of 3 semi-finals of the Amateur League Tournament Weekly, Tournament 154. And we are looking at the main base of clafoutoss, who is playing Protoss in red colored pieces here on the left bottom corner on Old Republic Ladder Edition, and he is facing TheAnswer, the man who has all the answers, also known as Nulie, who is playing Terran in blue colored pieces on the right top corner. The previous game was really good for him. Basically, he was the aggressor, poked in a little bit, figured out nothing happened, and then just gone and smash the face. The Toss said that he mismicroed a lot. Might have been that his opening indeed was very weird, that he started to build pylon over here, not like to block Reaper or Wall of the Natural, which this time he's doing. He's going for pylon into gateway to block off the Reaper jumping pad. So basically that means that Reaper cannot enter base over here. It can only enter it over here. Therefore the defensive units over here will scare it off. Less harassment, which is a cool move. And yeah, he was actually going for quite extensive macro, while he actually lost like 8 workers, or a little bit more than that, 9-ish, 10-ish, to the mine drop and the Liberator, and yeah, that cost him a lot. Anyways, the probe is scouting the natural, if that's gonna be built. TheAnswer is going for the Reaperos. Yeah, I think that's the only one that he is building. There is one more coming up, so there is factory behind this, so it could be double Reaper with some Hellion follow-up. Yeah, it could be like triple Reaper, double Hellion push. It's like 5 units, really aggressive, which are going to poke down the front gate here for the Protoss player. The first unit is Adept, which is I believe one of the main counter units against the Reaper, since the Adept shade is as fast as Reaper, if not faster. Therefore it can actually shade after the Reaper and chase it constantly. So yeah, there you go, that's one shot down, and if the shade was off the cooldown immediately, it could have tried it to do again, but that's obviously wouldn't be balanced. Anyways, there is a Hellion out, there is a Reaper out, I believe 2 Reapers and Hellion, and they will poke in. There's double Adepts here at defensive. Obviously for the Protoss player, he's going for Cybercore. Tech building of tech or choose of tech building is Twilight Council, and he's going for the Blink right now. That is his first thing, and he's going for gateway number 2 at the natural and the robotics bay once again to have protective units. And yeah, that was, I believe there is 2 Hellions and 3 Reapers. The Adepts are shading out, they are moving out, which might be really bad for them. They are passing each other. Meanwhile, the buildings are going for tech labs and 1 reactor, and barracks is built on back of it. Hellions and Reapers are in attack to the mineral lane, and there are no units to defend them. The Adepts are being recalled to the Nexus. Meanwhile, 10 probes already have gone down. There is Warping of Stalker over here, but that's not actually big enough firepower here to defend against this push. That's 16 probes gone to the heck. And yeah, it's 2 Stalkers, 2 Adepts right now. That's 1 Hellion going down. And there is a couple more shots accessible, grenades thrown, a lot of other things. That's 2 more probes going down, and the attack has been held. That's 20 probes going down from the Protoss mineral mining economic macro thing of Magic. That's a big advantage here definitely for the Terran player. That is like 700 resources plus the amount of time that will be asked for those probes to reappear and actually start mining. So that's a lot of missed mining time, while the Terran is just fully doing what it's doing. He's ahead, 8 workers. He has built the natural. He's muling, SUVing, everything's fine. Going for the barracks factory. Again, marine siege tank medivac approach. And he's in really strong position, so he is using the rule of thumb: whenever you are ahead, go ahead further. There is a blink on the Stalkers, so technically if there were some more of them, they could actually blink the siege tank. And the Adepts are shading in and checking out what's the situation. Yeah, the Protoss player is thinking about actually attacking. I wouldn't call it the smartest idea right now, indeed, because yeah, he needs more Stalkers to be able to snipe. Plus there is siege tank number 2 and number 3 joining in, so 1 siege tank snipe. Okay, that is a cool move. Yeah, the Phoenix, hallucinated Phoenix, is checking out the main base, and might use that to actually blink the Stalkers into the main, since it's unprotected right now. But I think no, he's not gonna risk it. He's not gonna risk it, or he might risk it after the move out. Yeah, the move out is happening. It's 3 siege tanks. Yeah, but that's definitely more firepower. And yeah, the answer is microwing his units with picking them up with the medivacs. Therefore, some shots from the Stalkers are dodged, and plus the weaker units are being dropped behind. Yeah, that's more Stalkers joining in. They have the blink, yes. The charge is being researched right now. There is Warp Prism, but there is still no full saturation of the natural. Yeah, there is 4 workers behind, but there are 4 siege tanks coming in, and that's gonna be a lot of siege power as soon as they are sieged. And so far they don't need to be. Well, the Stalkers did snipe one of the siege tanks down. There are 2 more. Yeah, they both are sieged, so they are not clumped up much, so in case there is any threat, it could be, yeah, some blinks are used to snipe down another siege tank, but no, that's it. Yeah, GG's called. And Answer is taking the game number 2, and he's moving to the upper bracket finals against me. And Toss is going down to the losers bracket, waiting for his opponent.